Hey other worldies, this is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. How's everyone doing today? So I thought I would talk about a situation that's a little, strange, but I think it's happened to all of us. Let's talk about when you're involved with people and they become too clingy. Alright, now, it doesn't sound like any big deal, but there are some people in our lives that are getting on our nerves, and we're not taking it too seriously. And if we go to complain about other people or confront the people themselves about their actions, what usually happens? We tell other people about it, and they go, oh yeah, that sounds really annoying. Or we confront the people about their actions. What's the first thing they say? Well, I love you so much. Or what? You're just so beautiful. You're just so handsome. You're just so attractive. You guys like when I talk about the beauty topics, so this is one of those topics, okay? These people are essentially love bombing you when you confront them about their behaviors, okay? What they're doing is they're blaming their behaviors on how attractive they find you. But you know what their behaviors really are? It's not that they don't find you attractive. You obviously are attractive. But what's really going on inside them, because they're clingy, you guys, they do find you attractive. That's the truth, okay? But their behaviors are fear-based behaviors. Okay, there's something about them where they feel that they are not lovable enough, or they are not going to receive the love that they want. Okay, and the fact is they are not going to receive the love they want, because no love that they get is ever going to be enough. Okay, some people it's just kind of like will never feel whole inside. So whatever you do for them, it's just never going to be enough. So they're constantly going to be clinging to you, okay? So you need to understand that when somebody starts acting that way towards you, you're never going to make them happy. I know that's really scary, but I'm letting you know that right now. So when you get around somebody clingy, you're going to have to put a stop to it right away. Okay? You're going to have to tell them to stop it. Okay? Because you're never going to satisfy their need ever. Because they're already empty. When they met you, they were empty. Just something happened, okay, when they were growing up, and you're not going to be able to fix them. Please keep in mind that you will never ever be able to fix another human being. Okay, it doesn't matter how nice you are, how attractive you are, how good of a person you are, how spiritual you are, how smart you are, or whatever that you are, okay? You can be the world's most amazing person, you will not be able to fix another human being, okay? And they expect you to. You can't, okay? But what they're going to do is they're going to be an emotional vampire and suck the life out of you. Alright, so when you start seeing these clingy traits in a person, you are going to have to put a boundary up and put a stop to it. Alright, and if they don't stop it, you are going to have to get rid of them. Okay, here's some of the things that they do. Some of them get out of control, and they develop like a physical dyspraxia around you, where they get so emotionally worked up around you, they become physically clumsy. They trip and fall on you. They physically lean their body weight on you. Now here's something that happens where you can be the girlfriend, and the boyfriend will actually be standing there and lean and put his weight on you. I know you're like, what? That sounds crazy. Yeah. I've had that happen a couple of times when I was a teenager. And I would be standing there, and I would have a boyfriend actually try to physically lean and put his weight on me, and I would pull my body away really fast. I almost knocked my light over. And then the guy would like stumble and fall, and I'm like, what do you think you're doing? Don't ever put your weight on me. I'm the girl. Don't ever put your weight on me. And he's like, huh? I go, don't ever do that. I go, what are you, high? Were you just putting your weight on me just now? And it's like, don't, I go, yeah. I go, you were trying to put your elbow on my shoulder. What were you doing? I go, I'm a model, not a pack mule, okay? And so I had to like give him an attitude and put him in check. I had to do that with like 2 people. So they do stupid things like that. Okay. I know that sounds bizarre, like, who does things like that? 2 people did that to me. They will stagger and fall. They will elbow you on accident. They will trip and fall around you. They will just do clumsy things because they're so nervous around you. Okay, if they can't control that, you can't date this person, because they may break one of your bones on accident. Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, you may be in a situation where there's reckless endangerment because this person just can't control their body around you. Okay, they just have too many emotional problems around you. Okay, so it's more than them just leaning their weight on you when you're standing there. That was just like a mild case of me having to put somebody in check a couple times. All right, but I've also had cases where the guy was just so clumsy around me because he was in an emotional state around me. I was making him too nervous. He was just not, like, he couldn't think straight around me. And men are stronger than women. Okay, so he was putting me in physical danger. You can't allow people to do that. People need to control their bodies around you. Okay, so we can't fix other people. We can't feel sorry for people because they won't control themselves around you. All right. You don't know if they're doing drugs and alcohol to try to relax around you, and they still can't control themselves around you. See, you don't know what people are doing before they hang out with you. You don't know, they just may not be able to handle themselves around you, okay? They may have emotional problems. You don't know that. Okay, here's a situation where this was not sexual in nature, but I was in high school and I just went to this new school, and there was this guy in our friend group, and I was walking down the hall, and he's this, like, theater major, and he decided to, like, sing to me as we were walking down the hall in class. Now, he wasn't singing to me because he liked me. He was singing to me because he wanted the attention. So he's singing to me like, la, 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 la. I don't remember what the song was. It was just like some lame song, and he was singing to me down the hall, and I was like, as we were going down the hall, and I was just like, I wish he would just shut up. And I'm trying to, like, remember where my class was so I could just hurry up and get to class so I didn't have to hear the song anymore. And he just kept singing the song, and then I just, like, went into my class real quick and shut the door, and he wasn't picking up on the fact I just really didn't want him to sing the song to me, and it was really making me uncomfortable. And I was like 14 or 15. I mean, I just, and he was a friend. I just really didn't want to be sang to, because it was making everybody look. And it's not like he was singing it to me because he liked me. He just wanted attention, and I didn't want to give it to him, because I didn't really particularly like him as a person. He was just someone I tolerated because he was in the friend group. And he was the kind of person where I never invited him to my house. He would just kind of tag along with other people when he knew they were coming to my house. It's not like I really wanted him there. That kind of thing. And the thing is, I just, had that sense about him that he was just, he was kind of an annoying dork. And he was the kind of person where he would talk about me, and gossip about me and go, Juliana is such a snob. She has a wall up. Yeah, because I don't want you singing to me and calling attention like that in the hall, in school. Like, that was a really dorky thing to do. That was embarrassing. If I want attention, I'll just be myself. I don't need you to call attention to us like that. That's really lame. I don't like that. And I don't like to be sang to like that. That's a lot of sensory input. I just really didn't like that, But I mean, that was I was sensing something was a little off there. And yeah, he was a gossip. That's what I was sensing. That he didn't have any, like, social intelligence. And that he was a gossip. And he used to gossip about everyone in our group. That's what I was sensing. Okay, he talked about people behind their back. And yeah, it got back to me. So I think that's what I was sensing. Okay, and it's like he wasn't having any, like, empathy for my feelings. Okay, he just wanted to sing. So I didn't want to hear that song. And I don't even remember what it was, because I was trying really hard to tune it out and block it out and just get to my class, So, and I think he was, like, bisexual, and he dated one of my friends. I was just like, I really just did not like this guy. He didn't like me or anything, but I was just kind of like, please just leave me alone. Anyway, so it was a situation like that where I just kind of sensed, but he was just in my space, and he was singing to me, and I just didn't like the sensory input, and I didn't like the way he was making everybody look at us, and that kind of thing. Okay. Let's see. People who do annoying things. People who baby talk you. If you're out of diapers, nobody should be baby talking you. People who touch you without permission. Okay, I have an issue with that. People like to touch my hair a lot. And I'm talking about people who don't know me. Okay, I know you don't see fuchsia colored hair every day. But if I don't know you, please don't touch my hair. I'm going to just say, just in general, please don't. Because I like my fiance to touch my hair, but I really just don't like people in general to just reach out and touch my hair. I mean, that's kind of like, ew, why would I just want people to just reach out and be touching my head and stuff like that? That's really, really creepy. It just seems like you ought to have more sense than to do something like that. That's really invasive to a person. Things like that. But you would not believe how many people try to baby talk me, and I'm thinking, I'm an adult. Why are you doing this? Okay, it looked like the clock stopped, but no, it didn't. Okay, good. We're still rolling. Things like that where I'm thinking, your behavior is really creepy. Stuff like that where, you tell people, I'm an adult, you need to stop baby talking me. But I cannot believe how many people have tried to baby talk me. Why do adults baby talk other adults? Yeah, but see, some people just have cringy behaviors, and you need to just call them on it. And I've had to say, can you please not touch my hair? I don't like that. But sometimes I've just been so shocked when people have done it, like, I really just can't believe that person just did that. And sometimes people just do things where you're just such in shock that they did it. Because that has been a time where someone in the store just reached over and touched my hair. Oh, I just wanted to see if it was a wig or not. I'm like, oh my God, I think it's so obvious it's not a wig. But okay. Weirdo. I mean, and I do wear wigs a lot on the show, and hair extensions and stuff. I think this is obviously not a wig. Come on. But people are weird. Yeah, but people do a lot of cringy things. People say things. If you're in a relationship where your partner is talking to you like a child, okay, you're both adults. Nobody should be talking to you like a child. Nobody should be acting like a child in the relationship, okay, and making you parent them. All right. Everybody should be a grown-up. Everybody should be responsible for themselves. Nobody should be making you raise them. Okay. Nobody should be trying to tell you what to do. All right. You shouldn't have anyone be trying to control anybody. All right. Or making you responsible for them. All right. But if you find people who are clingy, is the point. That can turn into some seriously dangerous, controlling, possessive type of situation down the line, all right, where the person can become violent. So if you're, it's toxic, but it can actually turn into something serious. So you're going to want to nip that in the bud right away. And that person is probably someone you can't be with, all right, because they're empty inside. Okay, so if you can't get that behavior in check straight away, it's just going to get worse. All right, if they can't let you talk on the phone without them putting their 2 cents into what you're saying when you're on the phone, there's something going on there. All right, if you can't be on the phone without them bothering you, that's another indicator that there's something troubling them upstairs. Okay, because I've had a situation with somebody like that too. So just be careful there. Let's see. Yeah. So be careful with people like that. Anybody who's clingy in any way. If you're trying to do something and they keep blocking your path when you're walking through your own house. If they won't get out of your way and let you do things. Red flag. Tell them to get out of your way. If you have to keep telling somebody to get out of your way, if you have that kind of relationship where you're having to tell people to get out of your way all the time, if you have that relationship where you're telling somebody you're smothering me, quit being clingy, get out of my way, literally get out of my way all the time. Okay, because I was in a relationship like that. I had to leave that guy. I had to physically tell him, get out of my way all the time. I had to leave him. And he was just jealous and paranoid. And I couldn't, he was making me develop an anxiety disorder because he was just so empty inside. And he was so clingy. And this is nothing you can help that person with. Okay, they came with that. And it's nothing you're causing. They already had it. And they're going to do it to the next person they're with. And the onus is on them to fix it. And it has nothing to do with you. Even though they're going to make you think it does. Alright, you guys. Well, I love you all. And you have a wonderful evening. Good night.